Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, let's talk about money. Does that make you excited tonight? Yes, excited? I can't hear it. Yes. My name is JungAe Pak. I'm a master in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, first of all, before I say anything, you should be proud of yourself being here. It's a couple hours, maybe it's a long time for you, but when you think about life of your span, 2 hours is not really a long time. But you're here to think about something outside of the box, which we're doing something insanity. We're doing something different. We want to make a difference in our life. So 2 hours right here, open your minds and open your eyes and try to hear what he said, what I said. This is my favorite McDonald's Orange Park. The cash register cart no longer work there. She was replaced by the kiosk. She was always there. Now, a lot of employees that I used to see saying hi, she's no longer there. Now kiosk, there's more kiosk. Every time I go, it's more kiosk over there. So that's job for our children. And there's artificial intelligence, 21st century, that's where we're living. We're talking about artificial intelligence all the time. Even though professional job like attorneys also can be replaced by artificial intelligence. One artificial intelligence like a Ross, I'm not sure the she, but she is hired as one of this law firm. And she can replace about 50 attorneys. Wow. And she can handle 50 attorneys' work. Now, if I have a law firm, I would probably hire one of those Ross because they're not asking for a day off. They're not asking for benefits. Besides, they're working 24/7. Right? Yeah. And it's not only what I think. All these people as a law firm probably think that way. Right? So let's job for our children as well. Now, this is another thing. 21st century, we're talking about artificial intelligence. There's another thing we're always talking about. Do you know what it is?
DNA.
Biotechnology. Biotechnology is another thing, which makes it live longer. And now, if you have generic disease like breast cancer, any kind of cancer or chronic disease, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Because scientists made something called CRISPR. Well, if I can put it in a very simple way, I know it's not very simple the way I say, but it's a simple way of explaining is if you have any defect DNA, they can cut the DNA sequence in front and back, and they replace them. So you don't have to worry about getting a breast cancer from your parents. So, which means it makes us living as very healthier and very longer. That's very good news for everyone here. If you're ready to live extra 25 years, right? But if you're not ready to live another 25 years comfortably, it's not really a good news for us. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Atomy to you. Atomy is the company it's like a distribution hubs and online shopping mall that connects between factories and consumer. Since we're shopping online, they don't need to have a retail store. And they don't need to have the middlemen. And then they don't need to have advertising. We do not, Atomy does not hire a very famous celebrity to advertising Atomys. Instead of doing that, they made a decision to pay us for us to do the advertising to the people around you. So as a reward, they're giving us the commissions. So instead of paying all this money and wasting all this money to the rental or middlemen and advertisements, we taking care of those by word of mouth. So we share that information. And you heard how great our product is. All you need to do is sharing it. And the companies appreciate that, so they're giving us the commission for it. Yes. And we call those kind of companies network marketing. So when we have network marketing, there's a lot of famous network marketers out there, right? There's A company, N company, R company, so many companies out there. But why is Atomy's? Atomy is a small company from Korea. But why is Atomy's? This is the reason why. There's no membership fee, no monthly requirements, no annual fee, no website fee. When you start network marketing, who do you go first? You probably go to people that you are very comfortable to talk to, right? Which will be your family members and your close friends. When you sign them up, you will charge them membership fee, and you will sign them up for monthly shipping, which you will get a percentage off of those. Basically, you're making money off of your very close friends and your family members. And all this burden is going to your friends and family members. And eventually, they're going to cancel all this membership, and they're going to cancel all these auto ships. For our company, we don't have anything like that. Sharing other products with all your friends and family members, that's a great thing, because we do not charge anything for them. We're actually sharing a great news. Now, it's only 2 lines to success. If you have not done any network marketing, this is something new to you. A lot of companies, they offer 6 lines to make commissions. Us, you just have to focus on 2 lines to make money. This is the very good. I have not heard of any company doing this. If you know of any company, let me know. Unlimited levels, meanings you can sign up entire United States if you want to. And you can override these points from all the way bottom to all the way to top. Someone asked me the other day, and she wants to show up that she's in the new network marketing, and she wants to show me that, show off that she knows something about the network marketing. And she was coming up to me and saying, okay, so tell me, what's the percentage that you share? I said, 100%. No, that's not what I mean. You don't understand. If someone's 5, 6, or 7 people under you purchase the product, what's the percentage you get? I said, 100%. 100%. They don't get it. There's no company for 100%. So for a year, if you sign up the entire United States, the last person purchased the 1 toothbrush and toothpaste, they accumulated to you 100%. That's what the unlimited levels. Okay, that's very powerful. If the United States is not big enough for you, that's great. It's a global business. You can go out and sign up the whole world if you want to. But not by yourself as a team. We have all these countries already open. Indonesia open tomorrow. It's tomorrow. And all these countries, Vietnam, India, Colombia, Russia, all this company that CEO mentioned will be opening very soon. So if the United States is not big enough for you, don't worry about it. We have all these countries that are already open soon, already open and will be open. So the whole world is on your hands. This is another thing that I want to emphasize. I cannot emphasize not for this company. For the commissions, well, is that a pyramid? Well, I mean, everything out there is actually pyramids. Apple's, Microsoft, Sam's, and Walmart's. Only people on top, 10%, makes the most of money. People on the bottom here, they share only 10% within themselves, maybe. And another very, very important thing is, people on the bottom right here, people on the bottom, they cannot ever, never, can make more than 10 top percents. That's what the pyramid is.
Yes.
That's what the pyramid is.
That's right.
You don't know whatever you do, you cannot make more than people on top.
Yes.
That's what the pyramid is. Our company is different. We made limited payments, $50,000 a month. Is that enough for you? Okay, $50,000 a month. So we put a cap on how much you can make. So whatever the surplus over there, that comes down to the people on the bottom who just started doing the Atomy business. So they can stay until they really make money. So, which means you don't have to step on somebody's toe in order to make money. Because we all gonna make $50,000 if you don't give up. It's a matter of time, how long it's gonna take. Some people, if you're gonna spend only 3 hours a day, maybe it takes about a little longer. Someone spend more time focusing on this one, it's gonna take a little shorter. So Achilles and your master are gonna be there probably sooner than I am, but in a few years I will be there too. So that means a true retirement, right? We don't have to watch about somebody come and step in my toes and get my place. We don't have to worry about that. It'll be all number ones. Any other companies like that? I don't think so. I never heard of those companies. Now, basically, for example, I signed up by Trolley right there. And then I started using the product, and also every product on online has a point. So my points is growing up, and I really like the product. So I was sharing the people around me. And it happened to be people from all different countries. We're living in the United States, melting pots, right? So you get to see all these people from this country. So I was sharing this product, and also they love the product. So they sharing it, and they purchasing it. So when our points went left and right, 2 lines, becomes 300,000 points, which is about $750. Not only one person, whole group. Total of whole groups can be 10 people, 100 people. It doesn't matter, it's unlimited level. Makes their total $750 worth of product. Then you get a $60 daily. So now I'm keep sharing with other people, and the people that I share, they also share with their friends and family. And then one of my friends there, she asked me, how can I do the business? And all she needs to do is she can extend the line like this. And she's on business. Okay? And now my group's getting bigger and bigger because other people are sharing it. And my group points is getting bigger and bigger. And then my checks, daily checks, are bigger and bigger. And as you know, we have caps for how much we're making it. So once my checks become $1,200 plus minus, it stops right there because we have a limited cap, the ceilings there. So now I'm starting from me here, and no matter what I do, all these people that I signed up purchase something. If I'm on a vacation, they still have to wash their face. They still have to brush their teeth. And it's the global business. Here in the United States, it's at 8 o'clock at night, but back in Korea, it's early in the morning. So 24/7, my members ordering globally. So which means that makes possible for residual income and passive incomes. Passive income meaning I can inherit whatever that I made to my children's and children's children twice. Because everybody has to take shower, everybody has to brush their teeth. So now, in order to make $50,000, first step, there's 7 different steps. The first step is sales master. In order to be a sales master, the 15 days, 1st to 15, and 16th end of the month, you need to generate 2.5 million left and right. Now we're talking about business here. So once you have achieved 2.5 million left and right, you get a one-time bonus of Hammer Hims and 6 set and 4 set. And if you keep that auto sales mastership, you make a plus minus $2,000. That's your first step. That's auto sales master. That's the first achievement that you want to achieve. Some people say, okay, I'm putting so much effort in it, then I'm only going to make $2,000. $2,000 I'm talking about residual and passive income that I'm talking about. How many people is ready to make $2,000 after you retire? Here. How many people? Are you ready to, when you retire, you make $2,000 every month? No, not really. $2,000 doesn't sound to be so much, but if you wanted to make average $2,000, you need to have $2 million in the bank account. And you probably earn $2,000 interest. Right now, interest rate is so low, so it could be a little bit more than $2 million. Or you need to have a retirement insurance. In order to get that, you gotta pay $2,000 for 13 years, and you gotta wait 7 years. And you only pay up to 100 years old. So if you're living a couple more than you're out of the luck. You have to live without it. Now, or you can work for 30 years to get pensions. 30 years to get pensions. Average time become an auto sales master is 3 to 5 years. If you really slow, it's 3 to maybe 5 years. But I think it's the best bet. Become an auto sales master is going to give you $2,000 residual and passive income. Your retirement doesn't it's not a passive income, but this one is. So this one is great. $2,000 really means a lot. Now, Diamond Master, within the given period of time, 1st to 15th, 16th, end of the month. Now, we're not talking about the points anymore. We're talking about how many people that you work with. So you have to make two sales master in your left and your right in order to become a Diamond Master. So I do have a 2 and 3 Diamond Master on my left and right. It's a one-time bonus. They give you laptop, Hammer Him, 6 set and 4 set. And if you keep up with your Diamond Master, you get about plus minus $4,000 every month. Sharon Rose Master, Jeff Park right there, Sharon Rose Master. you need to have within a given period of time, you have a 2 diamond master like me. They have more than 2 left and right in order to become a Sharemost master. They make plus minus $10,000 when they keep up with the Sharemost master, and they receive $2,000 cash bonus. It's a one-time bonus, and they get a travel ticket. So they went to Cancun last time. So now Star Masters, 2 Sharemost masters left and right within a period of time, and makes $20,000 every month, and cash bonus, one-time cash bonus of $10,000 and travel tickets. It's getting exciting, right? It's more money. Yes. And the Royal Master, Oki Lee, right here, that's where she has probably more than 2 Star Masters left and right. And she received one-time bonus, $50,000 cash, car and travel ticket, and $2,000 to help their partner in sponsorship. And I guess she makes more than $30,000 every month. Now, Crown Master, 2 Loyal Masters left and right. And if you become a Crown Master, you have one-time bonus of $300,000 cash, car, travel tickets, and $5,000 to help their downline and partners. And the sweet thing is, they're making about $45,000 a month, plus minus. Imperial Master, that's our top masterships. Top mastership makes about plus minus $50,000 once you keep up with that. A one-time bonus is $1 million cash. Just a one-time bonus. Isn't it good? Yep. And that office space for 1,700 square footage with a personal assistant. Now, if your children doesn't agree with what you're doing right now, you have a job for her right there. Now we have a luxury car with a driver, so your husband is not agreeing with what you're doing. There's a job for him right there. Well, maybe they don't want him to be around all the time, but there's a job for him. So keep the money in the family, right? And you have a travel tickets for 10 nights and 11 days. Okay, and $10,000 sponsorship activity bonus. It's a one-time. So you can help your downline and partners with a $10,000 right there. We have a first Imperial Master. This is the first Imperial Master, second Imperial Master, and this is our third Imperial Master. So it's all proven. Our system is working. See, look at that. The CEO JungAe Pak has forklift with a $1 million in cash. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, we have 7 mastership. Let's put it this way. The young people who just got out of college, let's just make it very generous. If you get a job that pays you $50,000 annual salary, okay? And you work really hard. So company give you maybe 3% raise. How much is it? $1,500, right? $1,500 divided by 12. That's about how much? 120, well something, right, and after tax, about $90, right, increase a month. I don't know about you, but it doesn't make a huge difference. The $90 doesn't make a huge difference in my life. But look at this one here. When you keep up with your mastership here, 2,000, 4,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, we're talking about 200 raise, 200% raise. We're not talking about 3% raise. This is what Atomy can offer you. Next 3 to 5 years. Now, I know that it's very confused if you're coming here the first time, but this is the only thing I want you to remember and have in your thoughts. What money means for you. We want as much as possible, right? Everyone's, right? Now, sometimes, other people's money can be mine as well, right? I mean, we can't lie, right?
Yeah.
And it's never enough. It doesn't matter how much you have, it's never enough. Always some place to spend. And everyone needs it, but we just don't have it. That's what the money for everyone. And how about money in Atomy's? As much as a $50,000, that's a cap. And everybody starts with a $60. She started with a $60, we all started with a $60. Yes. But it stops at the $50,000, the true retirement, right? Now, it's a one-line global business, one ID. So your ID that right now you have, you can go any country that opens, you can go to business over there. It's a whole world. you can sign them up with your ID right now. And no limits on level. It doesn't matter how many people you signed up and your partner signed up, you get all this accumulation, 100%. Not 20, 30. If someone asks you, some other network company, and then they come in and ask you, they try to show up, they have 50 or 60%, you tell them we're 100%, right? Now, everyone work together. As you know, some of our people here, it's not actually our line, but we help together to make this one works. So only things that you need to do is you don't give up. Then you will be success. It doesn't matter, you gotta pay the price for it. Of course, nothing is free, but it depends on 3 to 5 years. It could be 10 years, but $50,000 a month for me, my life, and my children's life, and my children's life, I think it's worth it. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.